Okay, so I didn't know if I was going to ever make this video, but I thought, here we go. I've had this question asked to me over 100 times. Literally, I've counted. More than 100 people have asked me since I have released the fact I am on TRT, steroids, how to take it, what to take. My TRT protocol is live on my website, fadihussein.com. Make sure you fucking go over there and purchase it. Even though I'm giving you all this free advice out, I keep getting inboxed and I keep getting the question, where do I buy my steroids from? Not from me, okay? I'm still fucking a bit ill. Not from me. Do not get your fucking gear from me, okay? That's the first thing. I don't sell the fucking stuff. Right, I'm not going to say never have, never will, but I don't sell gear. Simple as. Okay, I don't. I'm not that fucking stupid to be on here telling you guys to take this fucking shit, selling a TRT protocol, and be selling the fucking shit myself. How stupid do you think I am? Okay? So I made a list over here on the side. It's just bullet points. I don't really make lists, as you guys know, but I just made a little list to explain the best way possible in order for you guys to fucking purchase some gear. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to go to a gym that sells it. Now, majority of the gyms, believe it or not, will have someone in there, regardless where you are in the fucking world. I don't give a shit which place you are in the world. If you're in somewhere like Thailand, or if you're in somewhere that the gear is illegal, just go to the fucking pharmacy. Go to the pharmacy, say, I want some test and amphlate, pharma grade shit, give me it. They're going to tell you which brands they've got, purchase it, easy as fuck. But if you're in those countries, i.e. UK, America, most of Europe, where steroids are illegal, and I say that illegal because they are legal to take, legal to possess, legal to bring into the country. Yes, I will tell you this now. If you are from the UK like myself and you go to Pakistan, Turkey, Iran, Thailand, any country and purchase legal steroids in their country over the counter, put them in your suitcase, bring them through to customs. The customs will open your fucking suitcase and you will say to those, this is personal use. If you go on the Gov website, the laws are on there as well. I'm not making this up. This is how you bring steroids into the country. But remember one thing, please, guys. Please remember one fucking thing. You cannot bring them for your friend. You cannot bring them for somebody else. You cannot bring them to pass on to somebody. And you certainly cannot bring them in this country to fucking sell, you idiots. This is for you only. Personal fucking use. That is it. Nothing else. So do not think you can go to another country, get a shitload of fucking steroids to bring into this country and distribute and you're doing something legal. No, that is illegal. That I would not recommend anybody does. Now, how do you buy steroids? Obviously, they're in this country. How they got into this country, whether it was legal or illegal, none of our fucking business. But the government allows you to purchase steroids for your own personal use. Now, go to a gym. Now, first of all, when I say go to a gym, let me just get this fucking straight. Every single gym across the fucking world, in the UK, in America, wherever you are, there is always people in there taking fucking steroids. I went to the JD gym the other day, and believe it or not, even though that is like a pure kind of gym, pure gym style gym, there's more people taking steroids in there than there is in the bodybuilding gym that I fucking train at. Trust me. So right now, it doesn't fucking matter whether it's Pure Gym, JD Fitness, or whatever the fucking gym you're training at. Everyone's on fucking gear. We know that. Are they doing it right? I don't fucking think so. They should be buying my fucking program. That's the correct way to do it. But that is another video. So I wouldn't recommend going to those kind of gyms. If you were to go, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll break it down into two parts. JD gyms, exercise for less, pure gyms. Let's say you go into those gyms, you see a guy, pretty built, pretty jacked up. Build rapport with the guy. Make a little bit of a connection with him. Hey, let me give you a spot on this. How you doing, mate? You know, no homo shit, but just normal gym shit. You know, you're looking well, mate. What stack are you on? You know, well, in fact, don't ask him what stack you're on. But what training you do, what's your supplements like, what's your diet like, how long have you been doing this? Build rapport with someone. I'm not here to fucking tell you how to become friends with somebody, but you guys should know by now. Build rapport with someone. If they're friendly with you and you're a friendly face and you're not fucking prick to them, and then you can ask the question, look mate, are you natural, yes or no? And most guys, if you're like me, anyone can fucking ask me anytime and I'll be like, no, I'm fucking not. Simple as. Then you can say to the guy, if he's honest like me, he will say, no, I'm not natural. And then you can say, if you don't mind me asking, where do you get your shit from? And he will fucking tell you. And then you go down that channel, you've made a connection, you've made a link, and then you go around that. Now, this is where step 2, 3, 4, and 5 will add on to that. So that's how you build rapport with somebody in a commercial gym. Now, if you go to a bodybuilding gym, do not fucking go to the counter. Don't be a fucking idiot. Don't be a dickhead. Do not go to the counter and say, "Hey mate, can I buy some fucking steroids?" They will kick you out. If you came to my gym and you said that, I would get the fuck out of the door, dickhead. Don't be fucking shit like, listen, there's ways and rules to do business. That is not the way to fucking do it. Go to the gym, become a member, speak to a few guys, very similar thing. How you doing, mate? You okay? What's going on? What are you lifting? Gives a spot over here, help us with this. What do you reckon to my form on this? And genuinely what you'll find is people like myself are very open and will come over, give you a hand. I mean, just literally, I was in the gym today and one of the kids was like, "Do you mind giving me a hand and telling me how my Romanian deadlift technique is?" I watched his technique. A couple of things were off. I said, "Grab the dumbbells." I showed him some technique. Free of charge, bro, because I'm just a fucking nice guy. So if you're in any gym that you see me, ask me for advice, free of charge. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm always there to help people out. And majority of the guys who are built like me or bigger, as long as they're not in a set and they're not intensely training with a training partner, or you can always tell who's relaxing and who's not. I'm always fucking relaxing. I'm never intense in the fucking gym, right? You can always tell who's chilling, who's on the phone, me. Who's WhatsApping, me. Who's watching YouTube, me. Go speak to that guy. Say, "Listen, G, you know, are you on the gear?" And if they say yeah, then again, we're back up to now step number 2. Where do you get it from? That guy will then direct you whichever way he did. "Oh, I got it from so-and-so on the counter." And then you can then say, "Do you mind if I speak to so-and-so and use your reference?" And they will be like, "Yeah, no problem." Then you just go to the counter and say, "Excuse me, mate, Mr. Jack Jones, so-and-so said that this is the place for me to buy steroids." And then the guy will give you a price list. You need to know what you want. And that is how you kind of get steroids from the gym. Now, if you're in another gym and the guy's saying, "Yeah, I do sell steroids, I do sell it," then you need to know exactly what you want. Do not ask the steroid seller what you should take. That's the worst thing to do, because first of all, this guy's going to be selling you all sorts of shit, and often those guys who are selling the gear are just there to sell the gear. They don't give a fuck about what TRT. I mean, I've known guys who've said to me, I've started TRT and I'm on 2 shots of sus a week," and I'm like, what the fuck? So you're not on TRT, because sus is not fucking TRT. There's fast acting shit in there. SIP, there's fast acting shit in there. You want to take test and anthe for TRT. You do not want to take sus. So who the fuck sold you the sus? "Oh, I'm on some D-ball, I'm taking low dose D-ball for TRT." Bro, that's not fucking TRT. If you want to know the difference between TRT and steroids, I've already done a video for that. Go fucking watch it, okay? So do not ask the guy who you're purchasing your steroids off what stack you should use. "I'm cutting and bulking." Don't ask the fucking guy. You should know this beforehand. And how you should know this beforehand is ask your coach, someone like me. Hire somebody who's just as knowledgeable and say, "Right, G, this is the fucking situation. I'm wanting to go on the fucking juice. What do I take?" Someone like me would guide you, okay? Do you want TRT? Do you want steroids? Do you want to compete? Do you want to look good? Do you want to burn fat? Whatever it is, your coach will guide you the best way possible and tell you what the best thing is to take. Then you go to the guy, the Joe Blogs inside the gym, and say, "Yo, listen, here's the thing. I want this, this, and this." He's going to give you a price list. Don't fucking haggle. Don't be a dickhead. You know roughly what price they are. I'm not going to mention it on here, but they're not as expensive as most people make out, especially on the Liver King shit, you know. And just put in the order. And now if you want pharma grade stuff, make sure that, you know, check the stuff, make sure it's pharma grade. You can look online and see what stuff's real, what stuff's not. Do not put generic steroids in Google. So if someone says, "This lab was made in Doncaster," don't Google fucking that lab. Don't Google that lab. Go on to Google and say, "Oh yeah, this lab." There's going to be reviews from guys who made the fucking lab, who are going to say it's fucking amazing. There's going to be reviews from guys who are the competition for that fucking lab, who are going to say, "This is fucking fake, that's fake, it's cooked in so-and-so's bathtub, so-and-so got an abscess from it, this is the fucking worst gear to take." So do not look for reviews of, like, how can I say, underground shit. Do not look for reviews of underground steroids on the fucking internet, okay? Do not fucking do that shit. Pharma grade stuff, you can Google it. Bayer, pharmaceutical, test and anthe. You can look what it looks like. You know they come in single amps. Okay, this sounds about right. This is what I'm going to purchase off this dude. Make sure the guy's also got a good rapport in the gym. He's a nice guy. He's a good guy. People will often tell you, yeah, this guy's gear's legit. This guy's gear's fake. So kind of like gain an understanding for it. Don't be fucking stupid. You know, don't go to the guy who you're buying stuff off and say, is this fucking legit, mate? Is this fucking real? Is this fake? What do you think he's going to fucking say to you? Come on, bro. The fuck do you think he's going to say to you? So don't ask the guy if his gear's legit. And don't ask the guy what gear to fucking take. Do that beforehand. The guy you're buying it off is the only thing you're doing. The only thing you're doing off that guy is purchasing it. That's it. Okay. Now that brings me on to my next fucking point. What if somebody comes to you and says, I want to get some steroids, what you've just fucking bought? Do not, I'll fucking repeat this, do not give that guy's fucking number out without asking him first. There's a chain of command. There's an unwritten rule how this fucking works, okay? You then go to the guy and you say to Joe Blogs, you say, yo, listen, dude, I bought the steroids off you. I've got a friend of mine. This is his name. Do you mind if I give your number out? Or here's his number. Can you give this guy a call? That's how this is fucking done. Don't take the fucking piss. Don't start giving next man's number out to everybody and he'll be getting calls. Yo, next man, oh, yo, I got your fucking number off so-and-so. Who gives a fuck, mate? He'll say, fuck you. He'll put the phone down. He'll tell you to fucking jog on, mate. So don't take the piss. If someone's nice enough and kind enough to sell you some fucking steroids, do not take the piss out of this guy. Be nice with him. He's a connection. He's a good contact that you're going to need for a very, very long time. Unless you go to other countries like myself and get the proper pharmaceutical stuff for your own use. That is what I do. People ask me where I get my shit from. I do not sell it and I do not give it out to a fucking nobody. So stop asking me, okay? I go to certain countries, Thailand, Pakistan, Turkey. They're the countries that I go to. I buy my shit over the counter from a fucking pharmacy. I bring it over to the UK, and where it says declare and nothing to declare as you come through the customs, I walk through the declare side. And they've asked me, what have you carry and say that you want to declare? Some anabolic steroids. What are they for? For me, they open a suitcase, they check it, and they often ask you the guy, they'll open it and they'll be like, yeah, no problem, sir. There you go. They'll close your suitcase, they'll pass it through. Now, whether you declare it or don't declare it, that's got nothing to do with me. I'm just telling you what I do and what the best thing for you to do is. This is not illegal to bring into the fucking country, so there's no point getting to the fucking airport and being all hot, looking around, left, right. Can I bring this in? Can I not? No. Yes, you are allowed. As a bit of insurance, make sure you go on the website, direct.gov. What is it? Direct.gov. Anyway, there's all the drugs. So there'll be a list of drugs. Class A's, Class B, Class C. There'll be a special list for steroids. Click on the steroids. It'll say on there. Shall I put it on the screen? Nah, fuck it. I'm not going to put it on the screen. I can't be asked to edit the fucking video. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but it exists. Trust me on this. It's on there. And you just take a screenshot of it or save that. So if they do ask you, say, yeah, it was all legit. But trust me anyway. Trust me on fucking this. It is legit to bring into the fucking country. You can do it into the UK. If you live in a different country, I ain't got a fucking clue, bro. I don't give a shit. That's you. And you go and sort it out with your fucking government. I don't know the rules for your fucking country, bro. But for fucking UK, you're allowed to bring them in for personal use only. So that is how you purchase steroids in the UK. Make sure you find some guy in the gym, speak to the guy, get friendly with him, ask him fucking politely, don't be rude. Ask him politely, yo G, you taking the gear? Yeah, okay. Do you mind if I get some of that? Yeah, okay, here's my number, take the shit, what you after? I'm after some Testy, I'm after some Anavan, I'm after some Winstrol. What's the price list? This is the price, G. Okay, there you go, boom. You go meet him in the car park, you go meet him in the changing room, wherever you're going to meet the guy. You guys do the exchange, you give him the P, he gives you the stuff, you go home, you take the fucking shit. That is how it works. And if you want to pass that shit on to the next man as the number, if you want someone else to be purchasing shit off this guy, remember what he's doing is fucking illegal. That's the truth. That's the reality of it. I'm not telling you guys to do this. I'm just saying, if you want to do this way, this is what this guy's doing. So do not fucking take the piss out of this guy, okay? Make sure this guy is the fucking dude. He's putting his ass on the line to provide for everybody out here, okay? So don't be fucking giving his number out to fucking anybody. Ask him first. Ask him politely. Yo, G, can I give your number out? Yes, no. This is the guy's number. Either he contacts you or you contact him. You sort it out between the two of you. And that is how you purchase steroids in the UK or in pretty much most countries. When I've gone abroad in the past, and I'm not taking TRT because you can't get Tren from the fucking pharmacy. You can't get, how can I say, D-ball from the fucking pharmacy. If I've ever needed stuff like that, I go to the gym and I speak to the right guys. And how do you speak to the right guys? Like I've just explained, get in there, see who's who. Don't be a fucking dickhead. Don't go to the counter and ask the fucking owner. Don't ask the girl at the fucking reception, do you sell steroids? Just go in there, you'll see who's who. Yo, dude, how you doing, man? You all right? Yeah, cool. Yo, can you get some bear testy? What are the pharmacies like down here? Yeah, they're good, not too bad. What about D-ball? Do the pharmacies sell D-ball? Yeah, some of them do. Which one? Can you recommend me one? Yeah, this one, that one. That is how it fucking works, okay? Now, this is not me giving you a lesson on how to speak to people. If you don't know how to approach someone and be nice to somebody and get the gear off them this way, then there's no fucking help for you. Now this brings me on to my last point. Let me just see if I've made all the other points. Yeah, okay. So the last point that I want to, and I didn't even look at that throughout it. That's how fucking good I am. Right. My last point. Should you buy steroids on the internet? This is a simple one. No fucking way. Do not ever, I don't give a fuck what it is, whether it's peptides, whether it's fucking, what they're called, SARMs, peptides, SARMs, steroids, whatever the fucking are, GH, whatever. Do not buy gear online. I would not recommend that from anybody. If you know someone personally and he says, yo, just go onto my website, this is my website, put the payment details in, I'll send you the fucking shit, then yeah, fair enough. But if you're just going to Google it and go on Google, type in steroids, where to buy steroids, and go online to purchase it that way, bro, I don't know about that. I've never done it, and I would never recommend it to anybody. So this video is hopefully going to help those people that have been inboxing me and they've been writing on my wall where to fucking get the gear from. It ain't from me, G. I've just given you the fucking best tips there to go out there in the real world, how to purchase this stuff. It's not that difficult, trust me. Now, if you wanted some recreational drugs, where would you go and get them? You'd go to the fucking nightclub. You'd speak to someone. You'd see someone. You'd go, yo, listen, that's the fucking dude. You know, go and get the fucking thing. Simple as. When it comes to gear, steroids, those guys are going to be in the gyms, man. Simple. So make sure you find a good gym, a proper gym, and speak to someone in a respectful manner. Please, please, please. I know this video is getting on a bit. It's quite long. But I have to emphasize one more time. Be respectful. And we're just going to finish this video with a disclaimer saying, I ain't advising you guys to do fucking nothing. Do not go and speak to anyone. Do not buy steroids. But if you was to, this would probably be the best way to approach it. Now I've given you guys this free advice. If you want the best fucking way to take TRT, the best protocol out there, the safest way to fucking take it for fat loss, muscle gain, overall health, everything, head over to faddyhussein.com, support me, buy my TRT protocol, comment down below if there's anything that I've missed on this, like this video, and please subscribe.